Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. Army Black Knights, squaring off with another team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So East Carolina's offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Hauser. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Pirates need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Complete out of the backfield. The Pirates will punt this one away.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Army Black Knights offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Get set.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football
is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground, and you're right, it's 4th and short. That means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
And the Pirates line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the fullback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Run it with the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Black Knights with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the fullback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got a man in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. Here's a heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it down on the right side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Pirates are marching down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Smashes ahead.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Hauser. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Pirates look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, ECU. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block with the quarterback on the defensive play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Benson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the back. The toss to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Black Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Coleman. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going up top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Pirates will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fires left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army, time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The option look. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Sets up the screen. Past the 45. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Hauser. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now on 3rd down for this offense. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Pirates are rolling down the field. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's O'Brien. And they swarm him under.
Well, that play-action fake just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, East Carolina! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board.
Oh, a lot of space. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds his tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Trying play action. Looking for space to the left. Finds his man. It's Richmond. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Fires to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Hauser. He turns that loose down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Pirates will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very...
Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Black Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Turning it on. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Army!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They'll try the right side. Creates a little room.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Pirates want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Here comes the heat. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The RPO, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. And the Pirates are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man on the right. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking for a man. It's Coleman. He's going to throw deep right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They'll send the back in motion. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out. You know.
Touchdown, Black Knights! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Lots of running room. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Caught near the sticks. It's O'Brien. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. It's a seam wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Flips it out on the screen. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up in this third down play. To the air, it's Hauser. The short hands, it's Smith. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Pirates line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Got his man. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Black Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. The Black Knights will punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That's reeled in. It's Lacey. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Pirates are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Turning on the Jets. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Let's go! Trying to cap this drive with the pass. grab near the sticks. It's Smith. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. A first down run in the red zone. Breaks the tackle. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Zings it complete to the right. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On the ready. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Pirates will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he fit.
There he goes! Made a defender miss. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Come on, defense. You got to do a better job tackling in the middle of the field. You've got the lead. You know they're going to try to get out of bounds and save clock. You just got to tackle that guy. Someone's got to be able to bring him down, but they couldn't get it done.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fortner. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage. Because
he'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll pull them back to within 6.
man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. This drive will open from the 15. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Jenkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.